Hello and welcome to our 3D assembly review. This is more of a prototyping build. So as you can see, we have a feature tree over here. It gets everything from whichever format that you've kind of inputted. In this case, we use the step file because that's like a universal file. But if you want to upload a SolidWorks part or any other part, we're more than happy to accommodate that as well. We have a 6-domain coverage. So the first one is configuration, which is basically making sure that all the feature trees make sense together. We have a BOM and a parts fit, which is basically making sure that everything kind of comes together the way it needs to. Interfaces and fit, fasteners and sealing, and then routing, and then assembly and verification. We also have several different features such as like tolerance optimization, which is basically certain mates that you can kind of give relief to, things that are super tight. Like for example, we do an analysis on all the different tolerances, and then it recommends how much the worst case minimum would increase if you gave it some relief. It also kind of tells you which stack up chains have the worst yield. So as you can kind of see, the one that it recommended to relief has a pretty bad stack up result, and it would fail in the worst case. It also does worst case calculations for every single one of them and kind of talks about wherever it would fail. We have one thing that's kind of blocked, which is due to the fact that the stack up verdict would just not really hold, and that is parts over here. You may have noticed that there's a lot of red different spots over here. Those are the places where things are tight and things can be loosened, and you could add more of a tolerance. You could also kind of change tolerances based on the processes. So let's say if you're making everything with the CNC, you can run a calculation about how things would kind of change based off of the manufacturing method, because we do realize that different manufacturing methods yield different tolerances. And yeah, this is kind of a really quick rundown of our 3D assembly feature. Happy to share more on our next call.